Hey, good morning. My name is John Shoemaker, and you didn't end up at this site by accident. There's usually some kind of purpose in life, and I don't know why you're here or what you'll get out of it. But let me tell you a quick story. I'm 58 years old, and I've dated a lot of women in my life. And I don't say that to brag or sound like some Don Juan or player, because I'm not. Most of them have been really fun and really satisfying, but no real long-term relationships except for here and there. And about a year and a half ago, that all changed. A woman came into my life, and if you come to our workshop, I may tell you this story. But basically, she was my Annette Benning. And if you don't know who Annette Benning is, she's the woman who finally caught Warren Beatty. He had had this lifetime of romances and fun and roaming around Hollywood and the world, and Annette is the one who finally, when she got together with him, he saw the light differently, and they've had a great life ever since. They've worked together, they have a number of children together. But the point being, when Cynthia came into my life, I started changing what I was doing, and all for the better. And it was very interesting to me because over the years, I had worked with so many different women in so many different ways who were always out there hunting for love and searching for love, and it was never really working. And we would get talking about it, and what I found out was so much of what they were looking for was out there, but how they were going about finding it was just wrong all the way around. They were relying on advice from friends, and let me tell you, your friends are not the best people to get advice from. At least that's been my experience. Unless they're happy and successful and have found a great love in their life, they're all coming from the, hey, this is the way I want it to be. Hey, I wish it was this way. Hey, how about if I tried this or that? And the fact is, most of them aren't in those relationships, so that's not working. So I was advising a lot of them just stay away from that. And then I started talking and finding out that so much of the misinformation out there that you women are relying on coming from the magazines and coming from the books. There's a whole industry of books, thousands of books written every year out there on how to capture a guy, how to find the love in your life, how to make a relationship work. And when I go look at those things, I'm not going to be impolite here, but about 95% of it is just pure crap. I don't know where they come up from it, if they think it's philosophy, but it's certainly not from real world experience. And when I would talk to these women and say, look, that's not really how it works, some of them would get offended and say, well, yes, it does. Who do you think you are? And I said, well, you don't have to listen to me, but I have a lot of experience in these areas. And by the way, how is that working for you? So you see, those books and those magazines are all kind of dreamland. It's fantasy. It doesn't really come from the guy's point of view. And that's what women really need to hear is what point of view that it comes from. So the rest of this story is over time, the last year and a half, as I've seen so many women out there they take this tack, they get very frustrated, they get very down, they want love, but they're going about it all the wrong way. So what I decided to do was take all my experience and experience of a lot of my friends who were like me, had gone out with a lot of people, and turn it into a short workshop, a short seminar to try to give you the chance to turn things around. So if that's what you're interested in, the rest of this video was kind of a letter set up, a little video to describe what we do and how we do it. I don't know how it'll affect you or if you like what you see, but take a minute and watch it. And if it hits home, take a few minutes and say, look, this is really great. I think I'll sign up for this thing. Now, you're not here by accident. There's some reason that you heard this. It may be your time. It may not be your time. It may be a wake-up call. It may be, well, forget about it. But if you're here, take that couple of minutes. Over the details below. Basically, it's a 2-hour workshop. It's being held at Indian Rocks Beach on a Wednesday night and a Saturday morning. There'll only be another 30 to 35 women, so kind of a small, intimate group. And when you come in, what we're going to do is we're going to show you and talk to you about what really works in attracting a man. You know, how a man sees it, how a man reacts, how a guy, what turns him on, what turns him off, what makes him move towards you, what makes him run away from you. If you're new to dating, if you've been in the divorce scene, or maybe you're widowed, you're going to find a lot of confidence come out, because you're going to learn that even though the world has changed, you can still keep your core values and go out there and really enjoy yourself. Some of the other details are below, but the big thing is it's an intimate setting. It's a very, very nice place. What it is, it's a gift shop and restaurant combination where they have a wine bar, and we're going to use the wine bar area inside. Very chic, very comfortable, unlike any other workshop that you've ever been to. It's in the Indian Rocks Beach entertainment area, so you can come early or stay late. You know, either way, go out afterwards, or if you come on the weekend, go to the beach afterwards. It's around a lot of great restaurants and bars and entertainment type places. You're going to get a workbook so that you can follow along. You're going to get a special CD that we made up. A good friend of mine, Mark Tong, who's a healer, among other things, has a Healing Your Heart meditation that we're going to use. Because a lot of women, I found, they know what to do, but they're so blocked that they can't do anything. So this is going to open up those doors. It does include some free wine, got some other bonuses that come along that you can read about. But really in 2 hours, oh, and did I tell you, it's got a money back guarantee. You don't like what you hear, I'll be glad to give you your money back. But in 2 hours, and that's not a lot of time, you could walk out of there with a completely different viewpoint in life, a completely different changed look. And if that's what you're looking for, then you've come to the right place. See if it appeals to you. If it does, you'll know right away. I mean, what we're doing is not for everybody. But if you're at that point in your life that you're frustrated, or you just know that you can do better, if you just had the right information to work with, then make that decision. You know, now's that time to make a choice. And when I say a choice, decision can be yes, the decision can be no. But maybe is not a decision. Maybe keeps you in that limbo that you've been in for so long. And maybe that's why you ended up here. But either way, take that time, look at it. If it doesn't work for you, fine. But if it does, sign on up. And I really look forward to you joining us. It's really easy to sign up. All you have to do is just look to your right. There's 2 different times, 2 different events. Choose the one that you want. Choose the one that works best for you. Click on, pay for it, and you'll be all set. That's the first step to moving forward in your future here.